Welcome to the SFL Today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are in sunny Southern California with Mark Kearns and Sandy Kearns, enjoying a beautiful weekend. Went to the USC game last night, watching some football today. The primary reason that Brian and I came out here was to celebrate Mark's 63rd birthday.
Thank you very much.
And we had a great time, Mark. Hope you enjoyed Brian's generous gift of yesterday.
Brought us to a bar and he paid. Brian paid. So we tried to have the payment as high as possible.
Mark was drinking some very nice scotch, which was good, and I was drinking some good beer as well. Brian, I thought we'd do a review of where we are in the SFL. Here we are halfway through the season, and we have some very, very interesting contests. As a matter of fact, oh, there's something, a news flash. Hold on one second. Mark, yep, oh, the first half results are in. Even though there are 2 games left in the to be played this week, we do have a winner. And the winner for the SFL overall, Joe Gagnon. Fantastic job, Joe. Congratulations. Good job. No matter what Dylan does, because of the way that Joe is picking and Dylan's picking, Dylan cannot beat him. So, Brian, I thought maybe you could summarize a few of some of the other results of the first half, where we are, and who are some of the other winners.
Well, I'm glad to see you took those glasses off, Commish. I mean, come on, what about that, folks? Okay, so Joe G beat out Dylan, but we wanted to say, what else?
First half, Brian, who won the college?
College. Steven, did you have that written down there?
Yes, I did, Brian. The college was won by, didn't we have that written down? I think it was Joe G. I think it was Joe G.
No. It was Dylan.
Dylan. There you have it.
All right. You want to ask me any other questions?
Yeah, he won the pros.
That's Patrick G. Oh, no, although Patrick G.
That's undecided.
That's undecided, yeah.
Well, no, Patrick G, Dom, Becky, and Shannon. All right, Patrick G right now is ahead. But Dom, Becky, and Shannon are one back. Patrick G picked Indianapolis, and Shannon picked Indianapolis, but Dom and Becky picked Philadelphia. All of them picked Oakland. So it's really going to come down to that Indy and Philadelphia game.
What's the spread on that game?
The spread on that game is Philadelphia's favored by 2.5, but as we speak, I think Indy is leading. So if Indy comes in, Patrick Gillis, is the pro winner for the first half.
The other thing I think we want to do, Commish, too, is to give some shout-outs to some of the really outstanding performances in the first half. Among them, we'll see some of the new or returning players. One is my daughter Shannon, who is, what did we say, Brian, 5th place, maybe?
See, I think that really what you're trying to do is make up for the fact that you've ignored Shannon all year, haven't done a review, have not shout out. I had to do the shout out. Now we get the show, and now all of a sudden shouting out for Shannon. Is that what's going on here?
Well, I'd say that...
Okay, let's move on. Shannon's shout out, by the way. Okay. Ryan Carboni, you got to give it to him. He's 5 games out.
Could be rookie of the year.
Not only rookie of the year, he's playing to win it. He's in it to win it.
How many games back is he?
He's 5 games back, along with Ozzy, Francine, and Charlie. Shannon's 4 back with Dom. Becky, of all people, is only 3 back. And Dylan 2.
Becky must be getting some very good advice from the Canadian Football League up there.
Yeah. So I'd like to be right back at you, Mark. When we were in Nashville, we kind of gave our picks for who might win the whole season. And we didn't ask you, but so now here's your opportunity. Could you lean in a little bit? Okay.
We're missing you here, buddy. We're missing you.
All right. So who do you think's going to win the whole thing in the end of the year?
I think Dylan. This is Dylan's year.
Yeah, look at the camera.
I thought, Brian, when I watch Espen, they do look at the person who asked them the question, don't they?
But they go back and forth.
Because in 2007, after 19 weeks, Dylan was 2 up, and he lost by how many?
By 2.
But he lost by 2.
Bill went 8-3 in the pros, and he went 3-8.
So I think that Dylan won't let that happen again. And so hopefully he's a good learner.
He seems focused. He does seem focused. He seems to be playing to win it. But so is Sean, Mark. Sean is nowhere to be seen. How do you explain that?
No, he's not.
You know, as his father, how do you explain Sean's disappearance from the SFL league?
Now, when I answer this, can I like look down?
Well, Brian,
I'm looking down for Sean.
I think Brian is being a little bit unfair. Sean is still over 500. He's in the 500 league, isn't he, Brian?
He is at 50 and 48.
Okay.
And he's within 10 games.
Okay.
But he is tied for 15th or 16th.
Okay. But, like, for example, I'm in 10th, right?
Yeah.
And so I've got 52. So if Sean had
Sean's only 2 games behind you.
two picks that he didn't win, that he did win, he'd be in the same position I am.
Yeah.
And I consider myself in a position to win it.
You do.
And would you agree with that, Brian?
Well, I say this, Mark, is Ellen and I, of the original Kearnses, are only 1 behind you. So I don't think that you have a lot to feel confident about. Do you?
Yeah, I feel. I like my position because I'll tell you right now, very hard to be over 500, don't you think?
I do think that.
Yeah, let me ask you this: do you know last year, the winner, how far over 5? And it was Ellen.
Yeah.
How far over 500 was she?
See, that's not on my notes. That was not in our preview of prep. You know, we went through a lot of prep, what kind of questions we we're going to ask, and now he's coming up with questions we don't know. And of course, the internet is we're recording on the internet. Are we
What's
recording
that got
on
to
the
do with
internet?
No. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we can't look something up.
Oh no. I mean, no, we're not in that mode right now. Now, the other thing is,
Could you program that, Brian?
I just think there's a delay. Do you notice a delay as we?
well, okay, now let's finish. We're gonna finish up, folks, because we only have a minute and a half here.
All right.
So, I think we wanted to ask Uncle Mark here,
Yes.
Mark,
Am I
about
your uncle now?
you know, not my
What
uncle.
else do you want to ask him?
We want to ask about his alma mater.
Okay.
And because of all the difficulties that Notre Dame is experiencing this year, we wanted to ask him, what do you think the future is in terms of this program? Where are we going?
Well, I just think I'm in there. I'm hanging in there with Notre Dame. I'm giving Brian Kelly more time. He needs more time. But this is it. 3 years, he's got to turn it around. If he doesn't turn it around, who could? And we said, Urban Meyer, what do you think?
No, I agree with you, Mark. I think that Brian Kelly, you touted him last year from Nashville. You got your wish. He is a good coach. There's no doubt about it. And if he can't do it, I think that says something about where Notre Dame's going with its intercollegiate sports. It's going academics first, sports second, and that probably is the end of the Notre Dame era as we know it.
And you think it's going like sort of more like Holy Cross then in the future?
Yes. And Stephen can attest to that.
Now, does Providence have a football team?
We had club football, but no longer.
All right, so guys, so thanks very much for everybody for listening to our program, and thank you to Mark and Sandy.
Boise State Broncos.